All right, hey guys, this is Mike with ProLift Garage Doors in Birmingham, Alabama, and we're in the garage today to talk about the difference in panel types. If you're looking at a new garage door or thinking about upgrading your garage door, or maybe you're building a new home, you may be asked a lot of questions about what you want on your garage door. The outside of the door, the pretty part, is what most people think about. And of course, you want to get one that you really like, but the inside of the garage door has some important features too, and we're going to talk about those today. If you look at the door that's behind me here, this is an insulated garage door. So you've got the steel on the outside, and then you've got a piece of insulation that's exposed, and you'll hear us refer to this as a soft back door or a vinyl back door. It's not soft, it's not real hard, but it's a nice finished door. This door panel is a uninsulated panel. And you see the pattern to the outside. If I turn this door around, you'll see that you can actually see the relief of that pattern on the inside, because this is just one piece of steel, the front and the back together there. And there's no insulation here. Well, where would you use a door like this? A door like this is appropriate for maybe a garage that's separate from your house. It could be if you just need to get the cheapest thing available, you just need a door, this is going to be what that is. Without insulation on it, as you can see, the door is really quite flimsy. I don't know if that shows up very well, but this is not a very strong door. And when you start getting this into the larger sizes, like the 16 and the 18 foots, they're actually not even strong enough for their own weight, and they will begin to collapse if you don't put reinforcement struts on the back of them. And by the time you put a couple of struts on one of these doors, you could have just bought an insulated door. So if an insulated door is stronger, what are some other reasons you might want an insulated door? Well, the obvious is it's going to offer some level of insulation to the home. So in this case, this is a garage basement, so I don't want this to be too hot or too cold down here, because that'll affect the temperature in the rest of the house. Another huge benefit is the sound deadening. If I hit this door, you can hear that. Any sound that's outside the home is going to reverberate through that and make it seem even louder in the garage. People will say, well, my garage door is too loud. Well, it's probably not insulated, because as that thing goes up and down, it vibrates and makes a lot of noise that reverberates off of that. Whereas an insulated door, obviously, is not going to make the same type of noise. So if you just need to save money, or you're putting a door on a garage that's detached from your home, you can go with a non-insulated door. If the door is attached to the home, the garage is attached to the home, or you're concerned about sound, or you're concerned about strength, it's a really good idea to go ahead and get an insulated door. They're really not much more money. Now there's a third type. I don't have a sample of it here, but there's a steel back door. And that's going to be just like this, except the panel is going to be solid metal on the back. Typically it's going to be white. That is a great idea. It's the strongest door you can get. It's going to be the highest insulation value you can get. And if your garage is a nice garage, maybe you've got a really nice finished garage, or maybe you use the garage as something of a playroom or a TV room or something like that, a steel back looks really nice, looks a little bit more finished. So those are your three options for the back of the door. Hundreds of options for the front of the door, but that's a little basic about picking the right garage door. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike with ProLift Garage Doors.